Three men, 60 years of combined radio experience, leaving everything they know behind to join the digital media revolution. Fisher and Kage, featuring Special Ed. Coming to you from the historic Janus Live in beautiful downtown St. Petersburg, Florida. Here are Fisher and Kage.
Here we are live from the Janus Live studios. I am Fisher, Chris Fisher.
I am Kage.
That is Kage in some cleavage. And welcome to Fisher and Kage. We are live through fisherandkage.com. And this will be our last live video broadcast for at least a little while.
For a little bit. We're going to pop in and out of here because we are going to take this show on the road.
Yeah, we're very excited this Thursday night. Make sure you join us at the Flying Pig downtown St. Petersburg. And we're going to... Well, we're still trying to figure it out. This lovely podium over here. Usually Special Ed's behind there. He's not here today.
No, Ed is not here, but
we have a cutout.
Her Victoria is here.
I think that's Bruce Jenner. I'm pretty certain that's Bruce. No, I'm sorry, Caitlyn.
If you think that's Caitlyn, then you have not seen the picture. I think, and listen, I'm all for.
Let's start right there.
What Bruce Jenner did, good for him. You know, he's confident. And he's like, I'm a woman, so be a woman. But one of my friends on Facebook made a comment, and you're going to have to Google it to see it and to do side by side because he's very correct on this. Bruce Jenner turned into Jessica Lange.
Well, I know the category you're talking about because Jessica Lange is a athletic, has an athletic build
Jessica
to her.
Lange is, and she's a fantastic actress.
Right.
Fantastic. So again, this is not a
Right.
but it really looks like there's
I feel like we're skirting around here, skirting around there.
Hold
on, here we go. When you saw the picture, did you go, or did you go, eh? Look into the camera. You saw Bruce Jenner and you went, or eh?
I just went, eh.
Eh?
It's kind of in the middle. I wasn't like, well, she'll get it. I didn't say that.
All right, because I know
because even if it was a woman, she is a woman now. He is a woman.
I love this watch. I love to watch guys like us. Well, guys like us try to be politically correct.
But we're not.
But hold on.
That's not.
But that's the thing is, on one hand, we're not politically correct and never have been. But on the other hand, for those who have who's had a rough go at it,
right?
And that would definitely be those in the transgender community.
Yeah.
You want to respect what it is that they want to call, they want to call themselves and so on and so forth. So, so on one hand, you want to just go, listen, be frank. One of my favorite sayings from Mr. Jesse Kage.
But no beans.
Quite
it's
frankly.
Not Frank and beans anymore. It's totally different.
Quite frankly. Because quite frankly, we can have as many surgeries as we want, put hormones in our body, but we still are what we were born as.
Right.
Now, if you self-identify as a woman or as whatever you self-identify as, so I want to respect that. I want to go, all right, you want to be called a woman, that's fine, but it's hard to talk in those terms when I'm not talking to that person. Does that make sense?
If you're talking to Jessica Lange,
Right. It's
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn?
If you're talking to Caitlyn, would you say ma'am?
Yeah.
You'd have to.
Yeah, but it would take an extra beat to get out of my mouth.
I bet.
No. I don't know if that would be... I would, but there would be a stutter in my head. There'd be a stutter. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be natural, if that's what you're asking. When I said, nice to meet you, ma'am, or thank you, ma'am, there'd be something in my head, too, at the same time going, what the fuck did you just call her? Him?
No, I think I could go right to ma'am.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you see the pictures, if she walked up to you on the street, again, I'm not going to. Well, she's going to get it because I don't believe that. I just don't find her attractive.
Right.
But there's a lot of women I don't find attractive, and there's a ton of women I do find attractive. So it's not like I'm just, narrowing her down because she had a penis at one time. I kind of am, but.
Is this uncomfortable for you guys? It's not because it's not that we're that uncomfortable. It's just like I said. It's a battle between wanting to give a group of people who have never had any respect publicly some of that respect they deserve, and as they figure out why it is, how life got them to where they are, they want to be. You say shit like they.
That's not
they, and we're all brothers and sisters, man.
Well, I understand what you're saying, and I know that both of us, and
I understand what you're saying.
Going back to my,
can we put it together and help them understand what we're trying to say?
No, because I think they're probably in the same exact boat. Because I'm a huge supporter of the gay, lesbian,
LGBTQ, NMNOP,
like whatever you want. I'm a huge supporter, and because it's very close to me. Because with my brother being gay and his husband and these amazing people, and living in downtown St. Petersburg, there's a lot of gay, lesbian, transgendered, and everybody is just
homeless people.
To me, well,
stray dogs,
and sometimes transgender homeless people. That happens too down here.
There's a lot of shit down here.
But I guess I was raised to look at people, and I think we've talked about this on the show before.
And judge them very quickly.
No,
yes, we were.
No.
We were raised religious.
Well, no. I stumbled into religion, which was stupid of me. My parents might know.
Oh, really? That was in your...
No. When I was younger, it was my teenage years. I stumbled into Christianity and that shit.
He was a youth pastor in his teen years.
Right.
But I thought, being born and reared in Florida, like me and like our brand manager Johnny, you were raised in the church. You were raised in the Word.
No, I was raised Catholic, but my parents, it was more of a Christmas Easter type deal.
Right.
And then even that was when I was really young, and that just kind of changed because it's not. And I still think my parents would identify themselves as Catholic. I really believe that.
I can't wait to meet your dad. The way you describe him.
The most amazing fucking person in the entire world.
And your mom. And your mom. The way you describe her too.
Yeah, they're all fantastic people. But my father was just very accepting of everything. You take somebody by their word, not what they look like, not the color of their skin, not the religion. You take them at, an
Italian guy by what comes out of their mouth, right?
And if don't fuck them over, don't say something and then fuck them over, because then you're in trouble.
It's funny,
but if you're a man and you look me in the eye and we have a conversation, or a woman, or gay, lesbian, transgender, whatever, just be honest with me and let's have a conversation.
Yeah. You're right. It's not about gender at all.
5 weeks now. This call.
I know. But you're right. There is whatever comes out of your mouth. I'm holding you to that. But it's funny because me growing up, I was the exact opposite. I know that sounds weird. Oh, you grew up a liar? No. I never believed a word coming out of anybody's mouth.
Right.
Not that everybody was lying to me, but as somebody who's a sensitive person, who's very empathetic, and in tune with people's emotions. Much like a woman.
That explains the camel toe.
Yeah, it does.
It all comes back to camel toe.
I always saw people were, even if it was slightly, never fully telling me the truth. And so, yeah, that is true.
Should get it.
So anyway, back to Bruce Jenner.
Right.
You look good, man.
Yeah.
And on that whole topic,
woman.
God damn it. See, there you go.
Right, you look good, woman.
So there you go. My natural inclination is to say man, but I don't know. But please know it's not an offensive way. I'm not staring down a camera and going, Bruce Jenner, when you download this later, and you will, please know I am telling you you're no woman. No, it's not that. It's innocent. I want him to be.
That voice you had right there, though, that was very aggressive.
Hey,
Bruce. Caitlyn, whatever. When you download this later,
and you will, you'll feel so compelled. That I'm trying to go. No, I'm not going to call you whatever it is you want to be called. It's more of I got to get used to this, just like I'm sure Caitlyn's got to get used to her new life. So
still can't do it.
God bless, man.
Start and end on a fail.
Well, anyway, welcome
By
back.
definition, that's the Fisher and Kage show.
Yeah, and we're very excited this Thursday night. Make sure you join us out of the Flying Pig in downtown St. Petersburg. And
that means you, Caitlyn.
That's right.
You better be there Thursday night.
And I'll buy you a beer.
Woman. No?
Woman. Human. You're all just humans.
Great, now we're back to that.
You're all just humans to me.
7 to 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Be out at the Flying Pig. And
live music.
Emily's going to be out there. We got live music with Emily. We got, we're going to do board games, maybe some Cards Against Humanity, and the live podcast.
All right, hold on. The board games, because I saw it on the flyer.
Right.
Does the Flying Pig already have board games we can use? Or is that something that me, you, and Johnny have to run to Walmart for afterwards? And if so, are there Are there like used board game depots we can run to?
I don't think there's a used board game depot.
Then, well,
Although when this fails, I know exactly what I'm opening.
I know what our next business is going to be. Before you know, we're going to have
Monopoly. We'll play Monopoly. I love Monopoly. I've got Disney Monopoly. I've got Walking Dead Monopoly.
I've got Poor Man's Pictionary. You just bring in paper and you just go figure it out as you go. It's very poor
You
man's.
just draw pictures.
Yeah, and then you have to guess stuff. Pictures like this.
Like, do it. Like, all right, let's.
Ready?
Ready.
What is this?
Well, I think we've already discussed that.
A whale. It's obviously a whale taking a poop.
It is a penis coming out of bush going into bush.
It is a bear taking a poop in the woods.
Oh, there it is.
Into a stream.
It's a nice tail with a smiley face.
There we go. We went Pictionary. That's how it works.
All right, so yeah, maybe we'll play Pictionary at the Flying Pig this Thursday, and for the next 4 Thursdays, we'll be out there doing that. We will have live music. We've got some music lined up. Like I said, we got Emily this weekend. This Thursday, we've got. We talked to the guys, and maybe knock on Marshall Fridge.
Johnny, it's the 10-minute mark, and you already missed my first shot of whiskey. By first, I mean second.
Save the Radio may be coming out to do something for us in a couple weeks. So Mike yesterday out at Guitar Center.
Very excited about that.
You know, lots of fun and frivolity going to be happening. Come on in,
It's
Johnny.
going
Come on in, buddy.
Because here's the thing, this is our last live stream, at least for right now.
Hey, see if anybody else is on the Periscope. Actually, we will continue to live stream on Periscope when we do these live gigs.
Right.
So that will be happening. Anybody watching on Periscope?
There's one person.
Oh, good. Hey,
see-
probably my wife.
No, but here's the thing about Periscope is, and I was reading, reading some
Beck.
stuff,
Same guy from the other day.
Oh, Ricky, yeah.
and it's not a one-way street, Periscope. Like if you just set it up, hey, watch what I'm doing. That's not the way Periscope.
Gotta interact.
It's an interaction. So we'll be using
You can't
Periscope.
just sit it there and.
Right.
No. I don't.
Well, I
think-
had 59 people yesterday looking at my dog just sitting on the ground. So all that to be said is 59 people enjoy looking at my dog, and 1 person likes looking at us.
Sure. Oh, can you get some parts for that? Thanks for the hard-ons.
Yep, there it was.
Right.
You're gonna make it.
We
Buddy.
just put that over here.
So this past weekend, this one I'm dry the last couple days.
So you're dry the last couple days. Me too.
Yeah, no. I went hard on Friday and
You hard on what?
Saturday. My liver.
You sat on a hard-on.
I did not. I was hard on my liver on Friday and Saturday, and it was Saturday night, Hard Rock.
Yeah, you were at some
Hotel,
fancy thing, like with Lou Green or something.
No, Lou Green wasn't there. Lou Bega.
Lou
was
Costello.
there. Lou Bega was there.
Okay.
We did some Mambo number 5. No, Tom Green, Tom Arnold, and Steve-O did a comedy gimmick out at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So I got an email from my HR, no, she's not even my HR, my PR girl at Seminole Hard Rock, and she's like, hey, you want to come out for the show?
You're like your HR. Wait, hold on a second. Do you have a PR firm? What are you doing over here? Have you started something on the side?
Yeah, always. So she's like, hey, come on out
Monica?
to the show. It's going to be, it's Veronica.
Oh, Veronica.
Going to come out and check the show out. Steve-O, hysterical.
Yeah.
Really good. Tom Green.
I never went to see Steve-O stuff because I always assumed it was going to be shit.
Oh.
I assumed that it was just going to be easy stuff, playing to the people that know who he is. And as a comedy fan,
Oh, God.
I always assumed that it was going to be like, if you're a fan of Jackass and shit, you're probably going to laugh the whole time.
Right.
But if you're just looking for good comedy, I was probably going to go, what the fuck? But you're saying it was good.
Well, Steve, I'm not saying it was cerebral by any means.
Was it Chris Rock? It wasn't Louis C.K.?
It was the lowest common denominator, but it was still funny. He was funny. Tom Green, actually hysterical. Really enjoyed Tom Green. And again, it was...
Because that can be weird.
It was all over the
Right.
place. It was very, there was some social commentary mixed in there with dick jokes, and I enjoy that. That's kind of what we do around here sometimes.
Wow.
And then Tom Arnold was just talking about Roseanne the whole time, and so Crystal, my wife, looks at me and she's like, I just think he loves Roseanne still. Like the way he was talking about her, and I'm like, all right, well, whatever. So he kind of lost the crowd because Tom Green was so good, and Tom Arnold was last.
And he comes out and talks about some shit from fucking the 90s?
It was just stories.
Like
It
the
was-
whole...
Yeah, it was just a couple jokes weaved in and out, but just really stories.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get to a point where our names will just sell tickets, and we don't have to do shit once we get there.
Right, and so if you want to help us out doing that, we're going to be at the Flying Pig on Thursday night. It is free admission, by the way. It's not like you have to pay to get into the pig. You're going to get in there. You're going to hang out. We're going to drink some craft beers. We're going to listen to some music. And again, if you're just joining us.
And you're also going to be part of our podcast, because that's one of the things that we haven't been able to do here, even though we've been given amazing technology, video technology, is figure out a way to very cheaply interact with people via phone or Skype or whatever it is. And so we're going to start to take our show out with people. It'll be our microphones plus at least a third to get you guys involved as well. And we're trying to figure out whether or not we want to bring this beautiful piece that was built for us by Robert here at Janus Live.
I don't think if we want to. I think we want to.
Right. It's just heavy as fuck.
This is a beast, as you said, and trying to get this out and go to location to location. Now, if you have a truck and you want to come down and grab this for us and move it from location to location, that'd be fantastic.
If you're two hunks moving junk, where...
That would be us.
Oh, no.
Stand up.
No. Listen.
We're two hunks moving junk.
Here's the reason we can't move this shit.
What?
His knees and my weight. Just walking into work every day, I breathe heavy.
Like, well, if I get here before you, I hear you coming up the stairs, and it's like this, though. This is how I know it's you. It's
P, Phi, Fo, Fum. Phi, Phi, Fo, Fum, Fo. Oh, it's
one floor.
And let's see, we got, how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4.
One floor.
Yeah, it's really not, all right. So
I like where the show is going today. This whole schizo all over the fucking road show.
But the reason this is going to be our last stream like this live, on a Tuesday at noon, is because I think, in the beginning, and correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Oh, chime in.
All right.
In the beginning, he and I realized that we're living in the age of the podcast, and that with so many people around the country now being able to be successful with podcasts, Forbes magazine, the New York Times. Actually, I was going for the other one. Oh, the Wall Street Journal, doing articles that were really exciting about the 2015 being the year of the podcast, and this and this and this. We figured two guys with 20 years radio experience plus the brand that we've built right here in the Bay Area. Now, no, they're not national brands like a lot of those big podcasts out there, Adam Carolla and Rogan and those guys. But we figure we could start here, right here where we've been in Tampa for right here and right here. Now, if this is Florida, hanging off the United States of America,
right?
We're right here on Florida. This is Florida, right here.
Where would you say the top of Florida is?
We're right here.
Where's the top?
And the top of Florida's over here. Kind of Florida goes like this, all right, and then over here.
Wait a minute, is there two Floridas?
there's a Florida, and then over here, Tampa, St. Pete. Is this beautiful little package. And
so I don't mean to cut you off, but everybody who downloads the podcast, and this is part of it, a lot of people how they're consuming our product is they're listening to the podcast and not just watching the videos.
And that's outpacing by 10 times.
Right, and everything we just did, if you're listening to the podcast, you have no idea that Fisher was cupping balls and jerking Florida off.
I was just pantomiming the shape of Florida.
Right.
And so
I think I painted the picture better.
So
when I said cupping balls and jerking off.
I'm pretty much pantomiming the shape of Florida.
Right.
I think paint's a good enough picture.
I don't think so. I think sometimes you got to go deeper.
So along the way, I don't know. This is just an evolution. We knew it from the beginning, and Janus Live came to us and Jeff Knight and said, "Listen, if you guys are to get together to do a podcast, I'd like to introduce you to this." And this is a room. A TriCaster, a room. It's all painted green. It's a TriCaster, which is a $40,000 piece of equipment. Gave us personnel to go along with what we're doing. And Bob. No. Shh. He's
Is Bob sleeping right now?
Well, no, he has a really bad cold.
Oh,
really bad cold today. Yeah. It's hit him pretty bad.
Too much cough syrup.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That
something.
happens.
So
that happens.
So along the way, we were testing out this, and we love it. And I don't know about you, but I feel like we could come back to something like this. But for now, we want to kind of go back to what we do. Headphones, microphones, people.
Is there a base to the microphone?
Well, it depends on what kind of microphone you get, because the microphones we're going to use probably coming off the top of this thing.
Right.
We'll have something that comes out here, comes back down here, and then the microphone will be right
there.
Now,
how close do you like it to your mouth?
For me, it depends. Sometimes I like to hold the mic off to the side and let it just touch my lips right here as I'm talking.
Right.
And then I think it really picks up a solid sound for me. How do you like to hold your microphone? There, you fuzzy face freak.
I actually put my lips on it. So if I'm like this, like my lips are on it.
Yeah.
That's why I put a popper on it, because I'm a mic talker.
Oh,
and going back to radio, a bunch of fucking disgusting human beings that we used to work with. They would have the mic was disgusting, and
we added to it, yeah.
Yeah, well, you did, because I put a popper over mine.
You had your own personal. You were one of those guys.
Every station I've ever worked for, I've had my own personal popper, because I talk on the.
No, that's great. That's great. And for those of you that are ever in the radio, that's awesome.
Right.
I've experienced your kind before that brings in their own poppers.
The kind that doesn't want to lick your mouth, the inside of your mouth.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry
All right.
that that's not who I am.
So, except when you're using microphones that are kind of base mounted here,
right? That's
because those microphones, when they come up, they're more like this.
Right.
And with those microphones, I like to kind of hover over them, because sometimes audio can drool from your mouth into the filament. And
see, still, I'm just. And this is, again, why we're not doing video every day. No, that's not saying that we're not doing. We will have a lot of video that'll still be up on our YouTube page that we're going to be. We bought this fancy new camera so we can take it on the road.
Oh.
We're going to be coming in here, a couple times a month, filming different things.
So what we're going to do is we're going to focus when it comes to this technology that Janice has allowed us to use. Mm-hmm. We're going to see if we can get kind of clever, in the parody realm, in the video sketch realm, and so on and so forth. And see if we can come up with a few videos a month that's worth watching. Other than that, though, like I was saying, we want to kind of get back to our roots and what we were doing, and go out with microphones, headphones, and interaction with other people, and do a podcast out in front of people, and at the same time interact and play games and have music and all that kind of shit.
Right.
So
and see how everybody uses microphones.
Yeah. You can slobber on our microphones anytime you want.
Ladies, step up to the microphone. That's going to be maybe right off the front of this. There'll be a microphone that's going to come right out of here.
Right? Oh, wait.
Right
no. Come on, man.
Right, and the ladies.
We can't do that kind of stuff in public.
Why?
At the strip clubs.
Why?
Are you talking about having a queef microphone? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I want the ladies to
You
bend
have a
down
fart mic. I mean, might as well.
I want them to bend down and talk into the microphone.
Might as well it up, while we're there.
Well, hang on.
So anyway.
Does anybody have any antibiotics at home? Because I think we have to knock this out of our chest.
I'm telling you, it's not antibiotics.
It's 5 weeks now we've been coughing like this.
It's because you have allergies. We have allergies, and once they start going, unless you're getting antihistamines in you, which you can't, some of those you have to be careful with. They make you they make you sweat or something.
Yeah, my heart.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it makes him palpitate. Makes him go to the emergency room when he's on.
Palpitate.
Palpitate?
Yeah, I think it's palpitate, because I think like a polyp would be like things are growing inside me.
Palpitate?
Like a polyp?
It's a pile of taters in his heart, basically, has led to this moment.
That could be. That could very well be. I just got a message from Johnny in the other room. And since we're just going to keep going long form here and having fun.
Yeah, I don't
right? I don't want to stop. Apparently Corinne, who is one of the interns around here, has a Nickelback tattoo on her leg. And
are you kidding me?
I want to see it. I want to see it.
That's bullshit. We're being set up. We're being set up. There's no way that any human being on the planet.
It's not true at all. It's not true at all. I mean, I don't have one, but it's not true. I mean, look at this photograph.
Nickelback!
What is wrong with Nickelback? Oh, you're one of those? One of those Nickelback haters?
Listen, this is how you remind me of how I used to be.
So now we've dropped 2 references in here. That's good, man. That's good.
Hold on, let's Periscope this then. Okay.
Hey, get that animal in here.
All right, come on in, Corinne.
Corinne, we need to talk to you. So Corinne is going to show us her Nickelback tattoo.
We're going to Periscope. A Nickelback tattoo, question mark?
Come here, I want to see it.
This can't be real.
Is it lyrics?
Yes.
Wow. Is it photograph?
No.
Look at this photograph.
That's
Every
awesome.
time I do it, makes me laugh.
Hold on, start broadcasting. Did I tweet this out? Damn it, because I always forget to hit that button. Hold on.
Yeah, you got a periscope.
Okay.
Hold on.
Do you want to know what it says?
Yeah,
It
like
says, and as we lie beneath the
Stop.
stars.
No, here's the thing. We're gonna periscope. All right, because I want to periscope
you
this,
need to sing it.
and I need you.
Can we? I can
Can
get
we-
the verse.
No, you need to sing it.
Can we make sure? Do you know if there's a?
What are you looking for?
Do you know if it's going out over Twitter? Can you check your Twitter to make sure?
I'm sure it
Did I hit the
is.
Twitter button?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. All right,
All
come
right.
here.
Okay.
All right, so we got a Nickelback tattoo.
How old are you, Corinne?
Well, I got this when I was like 19. 20.
Okay, so sing it to us.
No, but I'll say it.
Okay,
It says,
right.
and as we lie beneath the stars, we realize how small we are. If they could love like you and me, imagine what the world could be.
Who's they? Is that black people? That seems like a racist Canadian line to me.
I don't think that's a racist Canadian.
Is that
line.
transgender? Is that transgender?
No, that's
Caitlyn, I predicted this.
that's cool.
You
though.
predicted
Listen,
the tattoo on your ankle?
I have no problem with Nickelback. I have zero
Thank
problem with
you.
Nickelback. Zero problem. And you know why? Nickelback, and it's so funny because everybody hates Nickelback. Yet
You're
Nickelback
right.
is one of the highest selling artists basically of our time. And that's factual.
Go,
You
Jesse
can
Cage, go.
And so, I mean, I looked at that photograph, and every time I do it makes me laugh.
All right.
What the hell is this on Jesse's head?
Hold on. No, because you're right.
Right.
When it comes to Nickelback, especially in our industry, and those people who are so-called experts in music and shit, Nickelback, they put into a category of that corporate-generated, easy bullshit rock.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
I love Hootie and the Blowfish.
Of course you do. A lot of people love Hootie and the Blowfish because Craft
Darius
Rear
Ru-
View sold so many fucking albums that everybody has it. Yet at the time, people were like, oh, this is, it's commercialized, it's this, that, and the other. And Nickelback, yes, they're very guilty of having that commercial sound, and they feel like they write a lot for the radio. But there's a lot more to Nickelback. There's a lot of Nickelback songs that you're like, all right, well, there's more to this. And I'm not going to bag a band who actually found the formula and is sitting on their stacks of cash. So congratulations and good for them.
And I can't remember. I know there's a comic out there that has a joke that has to do with
Nickelback?
Nickelback. And
How
it's
original.
Well, no, but it's defending Nickelback.
Oh, okay.
It's like, out of all the things in the world that you could do to make money, and well, everybody's basically trying to make money, and get bitches was his fucking joke. And he basically said, so Nickelback's going to go out there and write perfect rock songs to make a living and get bitches and help their community in their way when they do it. So why the fuck are we bitching? Probably, I don't know, man.
What's the
So
question?
why
What's the
why do
question?
people hate Nickelback then?
Why? Are you periscoping? What are
Yeah,
we doing?
yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going to play
Oh,
to our
shit.
audience. We had an
Oh,
audience to
I
play
forgot
to
we're
as well.
still-
We just I didn't know you were still
Hold on.
periscoping.
Hold on. You know what? Bye, Paris.
Why do people hate Nickelback? Because it's an easy target.
It's as simple as that.
Simple
All
as
right,
that.
I'm turning off the Periscope because I'll get all.
No, it's an easy target. People don't like Nickelback because, because somewhere down the line somebody said, well, that band's not cool. Well, you're right, that band's not cool, and they're commercial, and they're on the radio, so fuck the radio, and fuck these people,
That's
and
what it
fuck
is.
this. And then everybody fucking
got it.
piles on.
I got it.
All right, please tell me.
I got it.
People hate Canada.
No, it's because it's a rock band with a sensitive side. It's a rock band that once they were getting big, because people like you and I went, oh, this is fucking cool there in the beginning with Nickelback. Breathe. What was that first? Was it Breathe? Was their first? I can't remember, but those first couple of songs that Nickelback came out with were a little bit more on the rock side. And so it sucked people like you and I in, and then when people like, well, especially people like you that are a little bit more on the dark
What do you
side.
mean like me?
Black t-shirt, black,
Sorry, on the dark side?
black t. It's parting here in the middle there,
I like
Moses.
it
and
sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
All right.
What are you touching my face for?
I'd wanted to touch it the whole time.
Yeah, I've been wanting to pull your ear hair out for the last 6 fucking months, but I haven't done that, have I?
Get some clippers. I mean, that would hurt. Pushing your beard together and ripping out my ear hairs are two different. There's a lot in there.
It's cool. It became,
Go ahead. You can grab a fistful. Please. Oh, no, you're gonna pull, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt like fuck.
It's gonna be terrible. All ready?
Yeah.
1, 2. I can't do this. There's a lot of ear hair here. 1.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just pulled away.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, it didn't hurt.
All right, come here.
No, I think the next time you do that, my whole ear canal and drum, there's something dangling at the end of it.
I think Nickelback became one of those bands that it was cool to hate.
And I think it's because they were a rock band that made it over to the mainstream. It's just like Hootie and the Blowfish in the beginning. Even Alanis Morissette, that first song.
Jagged Little Pill. That whole record is still fucking amazing.
But was it Hand in My Pocket? One of those two that hit and just went.
Oh, yeah.
Format to format. This is what happens, though. This is what happens.
People hate success.
Once it goes from format to format to format to format to format, meaning, for those of you not in radio, it started off in rock or alternative. And the next thing you know, we find it on top 40, and then AC, and sometimes even country these days. Right. I think at that point you go, screw you, you're too mainstream. And I think what it does is it registers as your music's not real anymore. It's contrived. Because it was so good and spread over the masses.
By zero fault of the band, for the most part. By zero fault of the band.
Which is 99.9% true, because any band that goes out and tries to do that, have that kind of success, can't do it. Right. It's only when all of a sudden you're going, oh man, Hold My Hand's doing great, Let Her Cry, fucking nail it, and all of a sudden you come out with that Dolphins Cry song, and you had no idea.
I only want to be with you.
You had no idea.
I'm such a baby. Because the Dolphins make me cry. And Hootie, Darius, is a Dolphins fan, which is fantastic.
As evidenced by the video where he's tossed around a football with Dan Marino.
Well, that too.
and I think it's that moment when it crosses over everything that everybody goes, oh, I thought I connected personally with something. I thought it was a one-on-one connection, and now I realize, no, everybody is in.
This is something this became very poignant to me when I sat down with James Hetfield from Metallica, and we had a one-on-one conversation, which is
a pinnacle of his radio career after 20 years.
By far. My career could have ended, this is 8 years ago now, my career could have ended 8 years ago. And
for those of you that have never made it into radio, imagine if you make it into radio or into television, into the media, that one person that you grew up listening to or watching or emulating or whatever it was, all of a sudden you find yourself sitting face to face in front of that person in a very personal and it's not in a fan situation, not, oh my God, Mr. Hatfield. It's you're sitting down as a peer, kind of, in a sense, as a peer in having a discussion.
And he treated me as such, and it was a great conversation. And all that to be said, this winds back into the conversation we're having, because I asked him, now, when Cliff Burton died, their original bass player, a lot, Metallica died with Cliff Burton and blah, blah. And I kind of came out early with this question with James. I'm like, what do you say to people who say your band died with Cliff Burton? And he sat back and a little stroke on the beard. And he said, I feel sorry for those people.
Are you getting goosebumps?
I am, because it's amazing. He said, I feel sorry for those people because there has been so much great music that we have done since then as well. Yes, those years were amazing. He goes, but since then, there's so much great music and so many great times that people have missed because they say we died with Cliff Burton, or this band was over when the Black Album came out. Commercially, one of the most successful records of all time, by the way. Everybody hates the Metallica Black Album, but yet,
I don't.
I think it's a top 2 of all time for SoundScan. And so, which in radio bullshit or whatever, buying shit, But it is sad that you can't let your band evolve. I've been a Metallica for a long time, and that goes from the very beginning of Metallica, which, I was a kid. I'm 38 years old. This is a long time ago. But then going up through Death Magnetic, the last record, 4 years ago now, they changed a million different times in there. Whether it was the Black Album, whether it was the Load records, whatever the case may be. And I just stuck with it because it was Metallica. Some were better than others, absolutely. And there's some that I still spin today that
and I think that's also an important thing to denote when we're talking about music, is it's more than just a song by song, album by album thing. Once a band gets you in, well, you're part of the family. It's a lot of bands don't realize this either. As soon as they touch you and affect your psyche, then you're in. And
he hugged me. I was in when he hugged me.
See, that's amazing.
Give me a bro
and
hug.
you can go another album or 2 or 3 and have somebody come in and go, what is this? Is a piece of shit? And maybe technically it is a piece of shit, but
But once you
are in, and you've connected. That's it. Once you've connected with a band, they don't have to be these perfect musicians and perfect songwriters anymore, because now, in a weird way, it's family.
But it could be perfect for that time for that band.
For
Here's
their
something
their fans, right? Not for the mainstream.
No, for their
Right.
fans.
Right.
But let me make something very clear. Evolving as a band is not selling out.
I agree.
And that's something that happens to a lot of bands. You evolve and you adapt and you grow.
And it's something that's bothered me as a radio guy all these years to watch fans turn on the bands.
I agree.
A much smaller band than Metallica, AFI.
Hey, Miss Murder and I, hey.
And I love him. He's in the vein of The Cure coming out of the '80s and whatnot.
It's a bold statement.
Oh yeah,
I like AFI. I think I'm not gonna.
I said in the same vein. I go, The Cure's here and AFI's here, though I'm sure plenty of AFI fans would argue. But anyway,
I'm sure they would as well.
But basically, it
great
was
fans, by the way. AFI
great fans,
amazing fans,
doing their thing and not worrying about the mainstream. Well, I can't remember what album it was for AFI, but they went from this band that had no money and their production quality reflected that, to a band that put out one of those albums.
Right.
Well produced, just perfect, right? Well, a lot of their fans turned on them immediately, did the same thing. Well, now you've sold out, you've become one of those bands, and you and I watched this, for the last 20 years in our careers. And so got a chance to talk to Davey Havoc, interviewing him, and I brought up the same kind of question. And he goes, the most important thing I want the fans to know is that had we had the facilities, the equipment, the money early on in our career, those albums would have sounded like this album. Of
course.
This is what we've been building to as a band, to get to a point where we can make ourselves sound like this. Now, it's great for a band to, and it's funny, it's that perfectionism thing. You think that you're not the band you're supposed to be or want to be until you reach that, but little did they realize along the way that they were affecting people, they were touching people, they were making relationships along the way. And I know how that is as a fan too, when my favorite band is the Avett Brothers. And they signed on a couple years back with was it Rick Rubin or one of those guys that, a big name producer. And I did not listen to the album. It's the one that I and Loving You, because I was an emotionalism guy and the Second Gleam, and it was all very raw. And for those of you going, who the fuck are the Avett Brothers? I don't even know. They call it.
I don't even know.
They call like alternative country, jazz, folk, or some shit like that.
Right.
Well, it was very raw to me, but very simple too. Don't get me wrong. It was banjos and strings and shit. But then when they finally got to that place where they could put out that big record by that big producer, I did not like it. I didn't listen to it. I was one of those fucking douchebags. I went, no, I already know, because you've signed on with a big time producer, I'm not going to like it. You're going to make me think of radio, because now you're trying to produce radio hits, and I don't need that in my life.
Don't evolve. Screw you.
No.
Don't better yourselves.
I'm not saying I was right. I'm saying that was the visceral, emotional, reaction from me.
I get it.
Do you?
Stryper put out Against the Law. I was pissed. Front of that album was yellow. It was blue and black instead of yellow and black, and I was like, "What happened to the yellow and black attack?"
We've all been there, man. We've all been there.
Pissed. Don't get me started on Petra praise.
All right. You motherfuckers.
All right. So
This is why I drink so much Schweppes.
Thursday, we're going to be at the Flying Pig. Now, picture this. This is a conversation you could actually be a part of live on Thursday, if because this will start happening, and we'll be drinking some beers and such. And
So are we bringing out the couches too, and all the lighting?
Yeah, all the rigging is coming out. All of it.
All right, good.
It's not true at all. We're going to be sitting at a bar stool, and we're going to have a
microphone, a microphone,
no,
and a
we won't.
microphone.
We're going cordless.
Oh, are we this first?
Yeah, Thursday
All
we're
right,
going
I'm
cordless.
excited.
So people are actually just going to think we're just randomly talking.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
But we'll have headphones on, so that'll make us look like something.
Yeah, something.
All right, so here's what I was thinking.
All right.
My wallet just fell out of my pocket. That's not good.
That's a sign.
No.
It's a sign you should give me your money.
No, that is not the omen I needed to see.
All right.
So, Now, we can either wrap this thing up right now,
Right.
and then get to all the testing of our equipment, you know, the stuff that we were supposed to do after the show,
Right.
or for the people that are tuning in, logged in.
You have to describe what I'm doing for the podcasters.
Oh yeah. So he's picked up the cutout, the stand-up dealie of Veronica, a hot brunette chick, and he's feeling up her thigh, moving up her thigh, up, and if there was a separation between the thigh and the boy shorts she's wearing, his fingers would be, oh, now he's scratching, rubbing, sniffing.
Scratches.
So, we can either do more of this.
What? I can continue
Scratch,
to scratch and
sniff.
sniff her crotch.
Oh,
Oh God! Oh, that's what you want to do. I see.
Join us next time.
All right, done.
So here's what I'm thinking. Why don't we go ahead and wrap up,
Okay.
plug where we're going to be one last time,
Okay.
and then pull out all the equipment we bought yesterday and start rigging it up and see if we can put together this podcast dealie for Thursday.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All
I don't
right.
know what you just said, but see ya Thursday,
At the Flying Pig,
7 to 9.
downtown St. Pete.
Emily will be there.
Live music, live podcasting,
Board games.
and more pointing at you.
Humans.
I really enjoyed that.
I have a feeling that's what our podcast will be more like.